Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Come on, the footy! The footy spot! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! Boy, oh boy, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Australia versus Papua New Guinea Prime Minister's game review for Australia Papua New Guinea. The Prime Minister's game. The Prime Minister of Australia and Papua New Guinea picked the sides, and the Kangaroos put a score on Papua New Guinea, 64 points to 14. I'm joined by Pro Enzo Vids. Apologies about the Wi-Fi connection. It's in pretty poor form at the moment. But Lorenzo, how are you, bro?
Yeah, no, you're all right, and I'm going really well actually. It was a good day of footy, but yeah, this game that just ended now was one-way traffic for sure. PNG weren't bad, but 100%. I just thought Australia was just the class of Australia was just too good, and yeah, hopefully most of these boys play in the actual World Cup.
Yeah, look, I think some of the guys from the Australian side tonight will definitely play for them in the World Cup. There'll be a few of them that probably won't play. Before we review tonight, I want to go through the team, and I want to ask you a question in or for the World Cup. So go through that towards the end. Like I said, the Wi-Fi connection at the moment is in pretty average form tonight, so hopefully it holds up my end of the stream. If it doesn't, obviously I'll be back. So if I do get out, I will be back. So don't worry. All right. Well, before we get into the review, I want to say hello to everybody in the live chat. Apologies about this stupid microphone getting on my fucking nerves. All right. Hello to the live chat. We've got 20 people here as we speak. Hello to Luke Melbourne Storm fan, CJ Moxley. Let's go Bulldogs. Josh Rabbitohs 2022. Samson 6000 edits is here. Josh Rabbitohs. Electrical Dust is in the house. KD Games PlayStation. SS Storm fan. Good to see the crowd. Not a bad crowd.
No, it is a good one.
What'd you make of this whole thing today, bro? Obviously, the girls played earlier and whatnot for the semi-finals, but what'd you make of the Australia versus Papua New PNG game?
Overall, I thought it would be a smashing from like the get-go. Like before kickoff, I was thinking that Australia would win easy, and you know that basically did happen in both the women's and the men's game. But yeah, as for the men's game, the main game, yeah, look, I thought it was a good game. You know, I thought that the PNG side, like I said, did turn up for a bit. It made it competitive towards the end, but I just think the class of Australia with guys like Burden, you know, Hunt, DCE, you know, Tino, all of them pretty much did their job and played really well. And yeah, no, at the end of the day, it was just a good game, I thought. And, you know, obviously PNG lost by 60, but I feel like they were a bit better despite that sort of looking scoreline. So I think they'll be all right for the World Cup, PNG.
Yeah, look, I want to give a bit of a rap to PNG. Their second half was very good. I'd say from the 45th minute to the 58th minute, or maybe the 60th minute, PNG had a good 15, 20 minutes, but then they fell apart. Australia, far too clinical, far too good for PNG. Wasn't the greatest game at all. But they played well, Australia. They destroyed them. So, fair play to the Kangaroos.
No, 100%.
The Prime Minister's team, whatever you want to call
it. It was.
Well, mate, we're not going to go through all the tries because we'll be here for a fucking eternity. But I had $2 on Nat Butcher to score the first try. I wasn't complaining when he scored the first try of the game. How good was that?
Yeah, no, that was a good try to sort of start off the game. That was just a simple barge over there, and it was a good start by Australia.
I backed him as well. How good?
Oh yeah, well, that's even better.
You love to see it. Nat Butcher going over for the first try. Then there was a bunch of other tries that happened. Fuck me, Australia scored 12 tries to 3. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, fuck. One way
Jesus
traffic.
Christ. Call a fucking ambulance for PNG. Tries to Nat Butcher, Josh Adokar, Angus Crichton, Zach Lomax, Matt Burton, Selwyn Cobbo, Jake Avarillo. Matt Burton got a double. Sam Walker got one. Dane Laurie got one. Fermor got one. And Cobbo got a double as well. So the doubles were to Selwyn Cobbo and Matt Burton. Matt Burton he's a freak.
Oh, mate, he's just too good, isn't he? He was fantastic. Some of his bombs, or torpedoes, I should say, tonight were just troubling the PNG side. And fuck, no, he had a great game, Burton. Good on him.
Matt Burton in the first half was actually pretty quiet. Didn't really do a whole lot. And then second half he just went bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, he bounced back well in the second half, actually. Good to see Birdo have a good game in the second half.
100%. And for Papua New Guinea, tries to I'm going to try and pronounce these names, mate. So I do apologize if I do get these names wrong. Yep. Tries to Gebi, Nutchlick, and Nima. Apologies if I got if I didn't pronounce it correctly. But yeah, what a fucking Papua New Guinea, bro. Showed some good signs in that second half, didn't they?
Yeah, they did for sure. And I think they obviously lost by 60, but like I said, that doesn't really reflect on the way they played too much, because I thought they played pretty well. And they have some
for 20 minutes, I reckon. For 20 minutes, they played all right.
Yeah, I'd say for around the end of the game, they turned up pretty well, I thought.
They were okay for 20, 25 minutes, Papua New Guinea. I mean, they showed some good signs for a little while, but they were outclassed. It was 38-0 at one point, and I'm going, fuck. They could get 80 if they wanted to. But obviously, with the unlimited interchange, they bring on Sam Walker, Jake Gavarillo. They brought some of the fresh guys on that were in the squad. So, yeah, Ben Hunt had a blinder. I'll tell you what, there's one player for the Prime Minister's Australian team tonight I was actually disappointed in. I was disappointed in Zach Lomax.
Yeah, Lomax. Yeah, I thought he was quiet too.
He had a shock. I mean, he scored a try for kick and whatnot, but made a couple of dumb errors, got tackled over the sideline twice. Lomax is a very talented player, and I think he could potentially play for New South Wales in a couple of years, but I don't know, man. I thought he was going to explode tonight. I honestly thought he was going to have a big game, but he didn't.
Yeah, look, I think he's a great player, Lomax as well. Don't get me wrong, but he can be a little bit inconsistent. So if he gets a bit more consistent, I think he'll find his full potential. But yeah, he was a bit poor, I thought.
What'd you make of the Prime Minister on the sideline there, and then he went up in the commentary for a while?
Yeah, I thought it was good, but some of the questions that were being asked were pretty stupid, in my opinion. You know, he's the Prime Minister, not one of the commentators or one of the analysis people. So, you know, bit there.
Look, the Prime Minister's match is basically a warm-up match for the World Cup. It's basically an exhibition match. I do it every year, but I'm very pleased that it was televised. I'm glad it was on TV. About time they put the cunt on TV. I didn't really have a problem with the Prime Minister on the commentary there. I mean, he knows his footy, bro. He goes for Souths and all that, so
yeah,
good on him.
He does, yeah. He spoke well.
He speaks well, and he speaks his mind. He's not afraid to tell it how it is.
That's it.
Not afraid. Love to see it. All right. What we're gonna do now, we will give our top 3 players on ground in just a little bit, but I want to go through the players that played for the Prime Minister's Australia team tonight. And Lorenzo, I want to know, do you reckon these guys are going to play for Australia in the World Cup, or do you think they're going to be left out? So I'm going to ask you a question. I want to in or cut. So in or out, whatever. So we'll just go through it and all the players that played tonight. Dane Laurie, in or out for the World Cup?
I think out.
Yeah, I can't see him playing for Australia in the World Cup. So Dane Laurie cuts. Josh Adokar for me in
Yeah, I think he'd be in. I think.
for sure. Selwyn Cobbo in or out?
I think out.
Really? I'm gonna say in.
Yeah, I don't know. Tough one. Might be the reserves, maybe.
I think Cobbo will play in the World Cup because Australia are getting a bit low on backs, especially with a lot of them playing for Samoa, Tonga, and all that. So,
Yeah, it's true.
especially with Joseph Sawali now going to play for Samoa, so I reckon Cobbo might get a crack in the World Cup. But
Yeah.
we'll see. Zach Lomax in or out?
No, I think out for Lomax.
Yeah, I think out as well. JJ Fafita definitely out for me.
Yeah, I can't see him getting a spot out.
No chance. Matt Burton.
I'm gonna say in.
Me too. Whether he be in the centres or whether he be on the bench, I think Burton might be on the bench for Australia in the World Cup. So Burton
Yeah,
in, I think. Cherry Evans, he'll be there somewhere.
probably in. Probably.
Cherry Evans is in. Tino Fasil Malawi, I will say in.
Yeah, he'll be in for sure.
Ben Hun in for sure.
Yeah, in definitely.
Thomas Flegler, I'm going to say out.
Oh, I reckon in.
Yeah, okay. Nat Butcher in or out? This guy's on the cusp, isn't he?
Oh, he's close. I wouldn't be surprised if he's there, but I think out just.
Yeah, I don't think Nat Butcher will play in the World Cup, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Angus Crichton for me is a guaranteed in.
Yeah, he has to be there locked.
Josh King, I'm going to say out.
Yeah, probably out too.
Max King probably out.
Yeah, I can't see him being there out.
Bo Fermor, I think he's a bit like Nat Butcher. He's on the cusp. I'm going to say Bo Fermor out, but wouldn't be surprised if he was in.
I reckon he'll be in actually by a little bit.
Jake Simpkin, definitely not in.
Yeah, definitely out. Can't see.
He's only there because he was lucky to be there tonight. I'll say out. Luke Garner, I'm going to say out as well for Luke Garner.
Out. Yep, out.
Josh Curran, in or out?
Tough one, but I think out just.
Wouldn't be surprised if he did get a run. I'm going to say out. Jake Gavarillo, I'll say out.
Play well tonight, but I think out as well.
And Sam Walker, probably a backup half, hey?
Yeah, if he's just depth in there, I think he's in.
Yeah, if he's in the squad, then I say he's in. All right. 64-14 Australia, mate. Far too good for Papua New Guinea. Suncorp Stadium. I'll tell you what, Lorenzo. I was really disappointed with the lack of advertising for this game tonight.
Oh, me too. Me too. It's Australia versus PNG. How would people not want to watch it?
It's the Prime Minister's game, I get it, but come on. Where's the advertisement for this?
Special occasion for sure.
Bro, I had no idea this game was on until I went on the fucking Ladbrokes this morning. I had no idea this was even on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, that's a good reason why there needs to be more promotion for things like this. Unbelievable.
Bro, I'm Nick from Australia. I'm a rugby league YouTuber. I know pretty much everything that comes up. I genuinely had no idea this game was even on until earlier today. I fucking had no idea.
I'll tell you what I find a bit weird as well. They had it on Gem and like not a 9 as well.
Yeah, that's probably something for the broadcasters, but I don't know how that works out. It was on Fox Sports, wasn't it? It was on KO, wasn't it?
Yeah, KO and Fox, yeah.
It was on Fox League. I watched the game on Gem, so I got no idea. But yeah, nah, Australia, bro, just too clinical, bro. Too clinical for PNG. PNG very competitive, but they just don't have the strike to push Australia. I got to say, I wish Justin Olam had played or Alex Johnson, but it's a shame they're injured at the moment.
Yeah, I think AJ and Olam would make a difference at PNG side. I really think they would.
They'll be in the World Cup.
Oh yeah, they'll be selected one of the first picks, I think.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, look, the one player for Papua New Guinea tonight that I reckon tried his absolute guts out was that fullback Gebe. I thought he tried really hard.
And Gebe, yeah.
And I thought, what's his name? Nixon Put. Thought he was very good too for PNG in the back row.
Oh, that guy, yeah, he was all right, eh?
He's been there for a while now. Has a lot of experience. I thought Nixon Put tried pretty hard tonight. All right, mate. I know Australia had a really big win. It's very hard to pick a top 3 on ground because there was a lot of them that were good tonight. But who would your 3-2-1 be from the Prime Minister's team tonight?
Ooh, tough one. But I'm going to start with Beau Fermor, number 3. Thought he had a good game for Australia. Number 2, going to go with Selwyn Cobbo. I thought Selwyn Cobbo was really good in that wing. He was fantastic. I thought that last try as well. And my man of the match, going to have to back in Matt Burton, I feel like, for my man of the match.
Yeah, Burton did have a blinder. There's no doubt about it. I'm going to go number 3. I'm going to go with Jake Averillo. I thought Averillo was very good when he came on the field. I thought he was excellent. Number 2, also, Selwyn Cobbo. He was excellent. Man of the match. I'm with you, bro. Matt Burton. Scored 2 tries. Kicking game was great. Also want to give a bit of a rap to Ben Hunt. Ben Hunt had a great game. And so did Angus Crichton. He had a great game too.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Crichton was fantastic.
He's a gun, Angus Crichton. He just keeps getting better and better. All right, mate. Well, because this game was such a flogging and there's not really much more to talk about, that's going to wrap up the Prime Minister's Australia versus the Prime Minister's PNG review. Premanzo Vids, thanks for taking the time out of your night to come on the review, bro. I really appreciate your time tonight, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you getting me on, Nick. And look, obviously it was a great result for Australia. It was a flogging, but still win for Australia, who we both go for. So it was good ending, I thought.
I'm looking forward to seeing how the World Cup goes in starting off next month or so, or whatever it is, 3 or 4 weeks away. So looking forward to the Rugby League World Cup. But thanks for coming on, bro. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, anytime, bro. Thank you.
Anyway, we're going to wrap it up. Hope you all enjoy your night and see you guys in the next one.